I think it's our job as parents to get into what our kids are into. That's Lynn. About 25 years ago, I didn't have any kids. In the last 25 years, I had one kid for 7 years and 2 kids for the next 18 years. That would be Lynn and Cam. Before they came around, the person I knew the most about was me. I knew what I'd like to do, and I also knew very well what I didn't like to do. And I would do all the things that I'd like to do as much as possible. From playing with Hot Wheels, playing marbles, breakdancing, skateboarding, art, including airbrushing, pencil art, crayons, markers, aerosol, chalk, clay, even colored pencils, DJing, music, public speaking, and making videos on YouTube, just to name a few. When Lynn came along and started finding her first interest, it was super fun because she enjoyed creativity, she enjoyed storytelling, she enjoyed reading, she enjoyed creating scenes and setups with her Polly Pockets and her dolls and her stuffed animals, and we would create a storyline. We'd create characters and assign them voices, and we would make a full-on story from beginning, middle, and end that would include this whole setup that we would do. We'd even have continuing stories where we would leave off on stories and continue on the next day. Or we would have a continuing theme, like if one of the characters enjoyed vegetables, that character would enjoy vegetables during the whole life of that character. I mean, we really got into it. It was super fun. So playtime took no effort from me. It was super fun. So I thought I had this whole dad playtime thing all figured out. It was in the bag. So when Cam made his appearance, I figured I got this. Once this little one is old enough and starts to find an interest in playing, I am sure we will be playing with Hot Wheels, we'll be playing marbles, maybe we'll be creating little scenes and stories. I was even thinking I'm gonna buy this big board and paint city streets. We'll even get the local city streets and try to create our block and our local parks and pools and different things that are around here, so we could associate them while we're in a car ride to when we're on our stomach in the living room playing with our little cars and characters. It was gonna be so much fun. He literally had zero interest in any of those things. But boy, did he love anything outdoors. He really ended up enjoying baseball, basketball, football, soccer, fishing, road biking, off-road biking. And these were all when he was still a little kid. And any of those things wasn't just let's go get a bike and go bike riding. It was, we need the headlights, we need the proper helmets, we need cycling jerseys, we need the proper shoes, we need the proper locks for our shoes so they can lock into our proper pedals, because we need to have locks on our pedals. We need to have the proper shoulder rest so when we're going really fast downhill. He's 4 years old and wants to kick the ball around, so we go get him cleats. Who needs cleats at 4 years old? But you had to go all out. And of course you couldn't have cleats without soccer shorts and soccer jersey. You gotta get him. He was too young to belong to any kind of organized sports, but he was always going all in to make it that much more fun for him. He was hella into sports and the outdoor life. And the only thing I knew a tiny little bit about was maybe bike riding. Like I knew what to do to make the bike go. And maybe a little bit of soccer, like the goalie stops the ball and everybody else can't use their hands. And back then with baseball, I mean the concept of throw the ball, I hit it, I gotta make it the first. Past that, nothing. When Lynn got a little older, she found a huge interest in beauty and fashion. And Cam got very interested and very involved in baseball. It got to a point that they knew so much about makeup and baseball that when they would talk about those things, I almost had no clue what it is that they were referring to. I felt lost with my kids' interests. That's when I decided to take more interest and start actively learning about the things that they liked. I would ask my friend Gabe questions. He knows everything about every single sport. I would ask him a question like, what the heck is a drop third strike? I mean, the kid just took off running and he had swung at the ball and he missed. He cleared that up for me real fast. Or how do you frame a pitch? And I would learn all the details that went into that fine art of framing a pitch. And with Lynn, I would start following content creators that she would follow. And I would get my learn on about that new pellet that was coming out. And who was gonna collab with who next. Or when was Desi Perkins and Crispy gonna make their appearance at the Del Amo Mall so we could make sure to be there early. It takes effort and it's really fun. So make sure you take the time to know what your kids are into and learn about those things.